the start for the Mobile Wellington Street Race of '96. They've got the red. They've got the green. John Bower gets a great start. Look at Larry Perkins down the inside. Radish's got a shocker. John Bower, Perkins, Neil Crompton right up there too. Peter Brock caught by the tyres in the 05 Commodore. That's the chicane we've all been talking about. Not a bad start. They got away pretty cleanly, except for Peter Brock.
Oh, Bow and Perkins were absolutely picture perfect, and Neil Crompton, but poor old Paul Radisich, as we thought, he's used to kicking into life of Ford Mondeo in the British Touring Car Champs. Not a great big Falcon V8, he hasn't been in one of these things for a couple of years, so he got bogged down at the start.
Now, of course, the key thing for Paul Radisich is we take a look again on the Iowa replay, and there's Peter Brock wrapped up in the tyres, and those tyres are going to be a major problem for these big V8s, a real handful around the Wellington waterfront. This is the waterfront part of the circuit as they wind during car championships, but of course smacked and lost his position at Pukekohe with the big dip, but doing a fantastic job around the streets of Wellington where he has raced before. Larry Perkins also, he was second here back in 1988 in a Holden Commodore with Denny Holm, the late great Kiwi champion Denny Holm, our Formula One king. But of course at the moment the Formula One king of Australian motor racing, Alan Jones, back down the pack. Last lap now, John Bower with a 6-second advantage over Larry Perkins. Will they finish the way they start? I tell you what, JB in the Shell Falcon, he's determined to do it today, and he's doing it in great style.
Well, Johnny Bower, I mean, this has been a great race for him. He's been able to conserve the tyres a bit, got that break right from the start, got away there. The big question is, can you pass anybody around this circuit? And that's the story that's going to have to be seen in the later races.
And it's Dunlop in the battle for the tyres. Johnny Bower wins the first of the V8 Supercar sprint races on the streets of Wellington. Larry Perkins seconds, Neil Crompton third, followed by Radisich, Seaton, and then Greg Murphy. That's the top six. Then comes Ingle.
His choice of Yokohama's a bad one. They're in the starter's hands. They've got the red. Wait for the green.
They've got the green light. John Bower gets another flyer from the start. Larry Perkins down the inside. Neil Crompton. Oh, Larry Perkins. He's hit the tyre wall. He's going nowhere. And the rest of the field have said goodbye to Lazar. Oh, that's tragedy.
Poor old Larry, he just got stuck there. I don't believe he even got shunted into it. He just got jammed in, nowhere to go. What else to do but sit there and wait for everybody to go away? Got a bad start off the line, as you'll see from the Iowa replay. Pulls in behind Johnny Bower, but down the inside, Neil Crompton's already there. No room for Larry.
Great start by Crompton, Radisich, and then Seaton. And I know that Larry Perkins has been leading the control tyre debate, but I don't think he expected to be controlled by the tyres that time. Perhaps they might be controlled tyres on the chicanes there. They might have been using a whole stack of Dunlops. I suppose in his case, they'll be saying they've got to be Bridgestone or Yokohama.
For a second, I thought there, Clint, we had a pace car, but that's actually just the tail-end car. And Larry just rounding him out as we take the view from Glenn Seaton's car, first in the World Super Touring Car Cup.
That's the shot looking back at Glenn Seaton chasing the runner. Oh, moment there for Dick Johnson. He smoked up the tyres in the Shell Falcon, and he's come to grief at the chicane round the back straight. Let's take a look at the Iowa replay. He just gets it a bit too wide, and he can't go all the way. He just has to basically, oh, well, that's one way to move the chicane, I suppose. Just give it a quick shut.
Well, Dickie, this is exactly what they wanted done with that chicane, actually. But Dick's gone about it the wrong way, I can't help feeling.
To carry on, that was good driving.
It was borderline stuff, you'd have to say as well. Here we are again, next lap, same problem, only this time they've got Neil Crompton to contend with as well. Murphy's trying it again down the inside. This time, can he make it stick? He's got through. Unbelievable stuff from the kid.
Sensational. Radisich is still right on his bumper as well. Fantastic on the streets of Wellington. And I tell you, this race has come alive now. Greg Murphy in the number one Holden Commodore. Oh, what a move.
This place they used to call Wellington the Windy City. It's also known as Suit City. I tell you what, after stuff like this, look at this move. This is a V8 touring car town right now.
Just sensational. Murphy that time grabbed the inside line as Radisich got held up by Neil Crompton. And of course, he had the outside line, Radicic, but Murphy grabbed that chance, booted that Commodore, and then got away and now has moved up to third spot. Radicic all over the rear of the Commodore now, trying to grab it back. So it's Bow still out in front. Crompton second. Murphy with the drive of the race. Sensational performance. Radicic in fourth. He really has turned it on for the local fans, Wayne Munro, on a track where you couldn't make any passes.
Well, Murphy, you couldn't ask any more out of the guy. He's really had his character tested this weekend with that crash in qualifying. Comes back from that, still goes hard at it, takes on everybody, even hassling Crompton right now as they go down towards the chicane. He's done a sensational job here.
And so is this guy here, John Bow. He's made a 2 from 2 in Wellington. It's Greg Murphy on 86 points, John Bow 82. They get the green light. Murphy's from position 3. Crompton doing a great job out wide. Bow through the chicane. Crompton, Murphy, good clean start. As Brock got pushed out onto the wall, followed by Longhurst. They're going down towards Cable Street now. And if Murphy can pass Crompton, he'll win the series. That's the overall challenge for this race. Race number 3. Oh, and there's a big smash. And that's Peter Brock. He's into the wall in the 05 Commodore after a kiss with Tony Longhurst.
What a huge accident that was. Take a look at this. This is the Iowa replay down in Cable Street. In the background, you'll see the smoke and the dust come up as Brock goes headlong into the wall. There's a kink in Cable Street right there. These guys are on full noise for about 500-600 metres. There's Longhurst's car down at the runoff and looking back up Cable Street again. Just checking Brocky's car out, but that was a huge shunt.
That was Peter, you're back in the pits. What happened?
Wayne Gardner hit me very hard on the left-hand side going down there. I don't quite know whether he had a mechanical problem or not, but he hit me very hard and just spun me around. And I actually was turning right into the... he sort of hit the side of my car, turned me right into the arm car, so I hit that pretty hard and then spun down the track.
And of course, it wasn't actually Wayne Gardner. I think it might have been Tony Longhurst, but it was just a red flash that Peter Brock saw that time, as the marshals have done a fantastic job over the weekend repairing the track. As we take a look again on the replay, and you can see that Gardner's gone through already, and it's Tony Longhurst there. And look at that wheel. The wheel sticking right out there, straight into Brocky, straight into the wall. So it looks like Tony Longhurst might have had a mechanical... So there you have it, eh? A broken throttle and Tony Longhurst into Brock into the walls of Wellington. That's why this circuit is so demanding. They get the green light now for the restart. Bow down to the chicane. Crompton a good start. Murphy right on his bumper, followed by Radicic, Ingle, and the rest of the V8 Super Train.
Hey, they all got away clean this time. That's the first clean start we've had with no problems. But look at Murphy, right on Crompton already, and that's going to be the story of this race. Can he get through as he pulled those passing moves, got by a couple in the last race? Now he's got to try and get past Crompton to try and get up with Bow down at this point of the track. That's just not possible, Greggy. What a move by poor old JB. Really just got carried a little bit too wide there and got caught up on that chicane that Dickie Johnson, his team boss, plowed straight through in the last race, the earlier race. But Murphy unable to make it capitalise because of the tightness of the circuit in this area.
Look at the Iowa replay there, John Bow, and great skills by Murphy to actually avoid any carnage of the cars, because there's been plenty of carnage on this track this weekend. Look at this, down the inside, he's having another look, incredible. John Bow and the Falcon says, hold on, Kiwi, you're not going to pass me now, I'm still the boss here.
And just a little bit of a touch between the two guys there as they career down on this fairly frightening part of the circuit with walls right around it, a very narrow chicane. No problem to these guys. This is great racing.
This is what the crowds have come to see. Around about 60,000 over the 3 days. All the merchandising has been sold out. It's a sellout crowd and a sellout performance behind the wheel by these two top drivers. John Bow for the Shell Falcon, and you got Greg Murphy lurking like Jaws 3 in that Noble Commodore. He's already moved up to second spot, so he's grabbed the series. And I suppose everyone is saying, just hold on, Greg, don't stuff it into the wall.
This is the frightening time for the Kiwi fans, I can tell you, because they want their boy to succeed, but they don't want him to succeed. They don't want him to rather biff it in the wall while he tries to go past Johnny Bow. Not here, Greg. No, don't try it here. There is no way through on this tight waterfront circuit around that part. But down here to the hairpin, I reckon, is where he's going to have another go. Trying down the inside, and he's done it. Just like that.
Greg Murphy, brilliant, he's taken the lead, and look at the crowd, they've got up. Murphy, the #1 Kiwi superstar and the #1 Commodore. He's grabbed the lead after a brilliant drive by John Bow all day. So the Kiwi and the Aussie V8 has done it. Look at this on the Iowa replay. Great skills too by John Bow to give him racing room because he knows his tyres are going off. And the Kiwi, well, he's grabbed first spot. Look at that crowd. They've gone off too. Sensational.
And Radicic now trying to line up Johnny Bow as well. Yeah, Bow's in tyre troubles. He did say that
Supercar series on Network 10 in Australia, which is going to be fantastic too for the Aussie fans. Last lap around the walls of Wellington. And I tell you, they're going off because this guy has really turned it on in those great Aussie V8s. A great drive by our two touring car superstars, Greg Murphy and Paul Radicic. But it's been great to see these guys taking on the best from Australasia. Thunder down under, Wayne Munro. Super stuff as Greg Murphy comes down for the last time. And he's got to do it. He's got to take the checkered flag. The crowd's got up. Brilliant stuff by the Kiwi, the boy from Bathurst. He's won Bathurst, he's won Pukekohe, now Wellington. He's gone off.